Now shut up, you two. He would ruin Uncharted. It would be over. Elena would be pregnant with some girl. He'd probably, do something with Sully's genitals. I don't know. There's the games of you just put me on both opposite sides of the scales. It's like, okay, let's do a cartoon with Garfield and Hannibal Lecter. So I don't know if they do exist very much.
All right, I actually have two questions. First one.
I have two answers.
First off, do you have any horror stories from Naughty Dog when they were developing the train level from Uncharted 2 Among Thieves?
It's a good one. Horror stories. Well, not any horror stories. I mean, I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun. Because it's the one part where every actor thinks he's a stunt guy until he has to do something really hard. And then you realize there are professionals to do that. That wasn't that bad. I remember they built that part where I'm jumping off and Elena's... you see, stories like this are in the book that I did. I'll do this real quick. Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, they rented for about $800 this old Jeep. And I remember there were mouse droppings in it. It smelled like animal urine. It was terrible. And we had to, that's where Eddie Raja comes out in that first one, if you remember. We're in this real Jeep. Well, then they realized, we don't need a real Jeep. We can put blocks of wood, these they're called apple boxes and these different set pieces. And we'd sit on those and it looks like and they get like kind of like, and so they made it look like a Jeep. By the third one, it was like steering wheel, chair. And like, we can build the Jeep digitally, you don't need a Jeep there. And it'd be really funny because in the train level of this and at the opening, if you remember the opening of that, I had to, before every scene, you stand there, you do something called a T-pose. It lets the computers that are taking you know when it started. So you begin with a T-pose and you end. So T-pose, okay, positions, and then you get into positions. In that particular one, I was sitting kind of upside down, obviously, because they wanted that idea of like, what's happening when he wakes up, he's unconscious. And then that's where I was like making up things like, that's my head, that's a lot of blood. Just that kind of stuff, because I'm sitting upside down going, it's play. But everything you have to do is you have to roll out of that thing and T-pose again. And just to get into that position was a pain. And on the parts where he gets on the train, where he jumps, I would jump to get it. So the only horror story I can tell you is one time I jumped a little too high because I wasn't going to miss and be that guy, like the little weak kid at the monkey bars. He's like, I can't do it. So I jumped a little too high and hit me right in the chest. Like, hey! And I was supposed to say like a line like, get out of here or something. I was like, get out of here. I knocked the wind out of myself. So that kind of stuff happens. That's a horror story. I mean, it wasn't bad because I was like, man, it's pretty cool.
Here's the second one. Second question for Mr. Deadpool, if he's in the audience.
Yes, he's always in my head.
All right, imagine this. You and Sinister are fighting up a storm. It's so intense, so crazy. And Babe's in the background. They're all over you if he wins. And suddenly there's a pause in the action. Sinister tells you, you're fighting like a dairy farmer. You respond with?
Moo. Damn it. That's all I got.
And that's all perfect.
I smoke. Because cows. Hey, look, it's little Nate. You. Okay. What?
Okay, if I'm correct, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm correct, you did a voice of Sigmund, I think was his name? From
Yes,
Ratchet and Clank.
yes, sir, from Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, how is it straying from, like, more manly characters like Nathan Drake and Desmond Miles and going to Sigmund?
Oh, it's too much fun. The guys at Insomniac did that. T.J. Fixman, who's writing really amazing film scripts. He sold a few film scripts. He's an amazing writer. That whole series was awesome. I I mean, and to get to, I love doing that kind of cartoony things. A lot of people don't know. I mean, I think I'm doing 8 cartoons right now. There's more running, but it's funny because there's one that's great called Robot and Monster on Nickelodeon, and I have about 12 different characters that I do on that.
You know, like Uncle Cuffley, something that's kind of like a deranged kind of like a deranged Tigger kind of sort of thing.
But to do these goofy kind of things, it's just so much fun because what we do is we'll get animation. And I remember getting a little signal.
You know, I had to find when you so eager and earnest. And,
you know, and you'll get a picture from the artist, and you know, like you want to get something like this. I want all the hair. You know, you don't know what it's going to be, but you know, it just depends on what he looks like. So the thinner ones, you try to find the different characters. You know, the voice of The Last of Us. Anybody played that? And they showed me the artwork of David,
and it just had to be something very gentle, something that was going to be. It's okay, don't be afraid, dear. I'm going to eat your foot.
But you know, you wanted it to be kind of that opposite. So I actually love doing Sigmund because, yeah, you know, I mean, it's funny. I mean, everybody knows Nathan Drake and that kind of stuff, which is, sorry guys, it's kind of boring to me because that's just my voice. It's just him. Sully. I had a guy named Sully. I knew Sully in 7th grade. First kid to drink peppermint schnapps at a dance and throw up. Sully, no! So I've been doing that for years. You know, it's all fun. Anytime I was talking to a crowd yesterday, and you know, the great thing about doing voiceovers, everybody's a character actor. And the idea of being able to play different characters rather than being, you know, pigeonholed into one type, like on camera, you know, it's like, you know, I'm not going to get cast as Norm from Cheers, even though he's one of my favorite characters. You know, and you're kind of pigeonholed on camera to your, you know, what you look like, what your physical stature is, and everything. But in voiceover, you know, the sky's the limit. So I love doing the more cartoony, the better. I mean, one of the first departures was, you know, when they came to me with the artwork, I gave more something. You know. So yeah, Sigmund was great. I love all this. The more cartoony, the better sometimes.
Thank you.
You bet. Hello, hello.
For her.
It's for you,
Hello.
Dorothy.
No. Belle. Bonjour.
Oh, well, see, I didn't know you were French. Mr. Gale! Mr. Gale! Loved Wizard of Oz. Remember that? The witch? Yeah! Oh, Mr. Gale! I'm sorry, I do that to my friends when they're putting. They hate it. Belle.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Shall we talk French? What would you like?
Wait a second.
She's going to read a question.
No, would you mind recording an alarm on my phone as Nathan Drake?
Saying what?
Whatever you want. Anything you want. You can scream to my phone. I don't care.
Well, press record and then we'll just do something up there. Look, she's not really hurt. She's not really hurt. It's just sympathy. Press record.
An alarm.
An alarm. What do alarms do? Wake you up or what do you? Okay. Well, you know, when we shot that, please fiddle. Just, you're sitting right there. We'll get it. It might be best to let everyone ask questions, and then when we're done, I'll do it.
Okay.
Just think about what you want, because I take direction well, but I'm not very good at it.
You're not good at it.
I'm very good at improv, but it'll be filthy. Everybody can still see that dude, right? I am so high right now. On life, kids. Don't do drugs. Say no to meth. Speaking of say no to meth, what's your question? He's got glasses on. He's risky business. No, Lee, I can't hear you. What's up?
So in Assassin's Creed 4, I don't know if you play your games.
4? Let's see. I was killed in 3. What's that?
In the next one, because it isn't very clear whether or not you're dead.
I don't know what's
So now I
going on.
know.
Yeah, what is going on? I don't know. What's the question?
Well, now I have a different question, I guess. If offered the role, would you play Deadpool in a movie? Because I think you would be great at it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the only problem is, people talk about the Uncharted, like in the movie, would they offer it? They'll never offer it to me. It's just the way the movie, and so anybody else here was a it's the business of Hollywood. And I don't want to do it, it's Where's Waldo? Like, oh, there he is. It's like, Mr. Drake, a phone call for you? I don't need to do that. But then, the thing about that is, by the time that's made, I'll be old enough to play Sully.
But I love Sully.
So do I, kid. Damn it. I'm working on it. It's my audition weeks. No, absolutely. I mean, Deadpool's great, but Ryan Reynolds, he's the on-camera guy. I think he actually owns the rights to Deadpool. It's his favorite character, and I think, to have somebody like that, fans of Deadpool are going to be really lucky if Ryan Reynolds gets to make that movie, because he loves that character as much as the fans do. I mean, so, and he's pretty snarky, funny. I think he could do a good job, and I was up for two guys at a girl and pizza places opposite him. We both tested. He got it, so yay, Ryan.
Well, I think
But I would do something in there with, if he ever needed me with the voice.
Yeah.
I'd be off.
All right.
Thank you.